May 15th, 2016, 9:59 p.m. Aurora, Colorado. Someone calls 911. There is a woman lying in the parking lot. She is alive. When officers arrive, she has been stabbed multiple times. By the time they get her to the hospital, she is gone. Her name was Chelsea Yasser. She was 21 years old, and the most disturbing part of this case, the whole thing was caught on camera, not a blurry image, not a single frame, not a distant shot. From a street corner, surveillance cameras captured everything. The moment Chelsea was picked up at a Burger King on Mississippi and Abilene, a maroon minivan pulled up. She got in. Less than 30 minutes later, the same van pulled into the Burlington Coat Factory parking lot. The cameras kept rolling. The attack lasted 30 seconds, 11 stab wounds, 1 fatal cut to her neck. Then Chelsea stumbled out of the passenger door, took several steps, and collapsed. The van sped away. The cameras caught all of it, and 10 years later, nobody knows who was driving that van. If you've ever wondered how a murder caught on camera stays unsolved for a decade, stay with me, because this case is unlike anything I've covered. On this channel, Chelsea was from Arizona. She had been in Colorado. For about 2 weeks, she was alone. Her father, Jack, said something that stayed with me. She deserves justice. I'll never get my daughter back, and that's hard enough. Chelsea Yasser was somebody's daughter, somebody's child. She died in a parking lot while cameras recorded every second, and nobody has ever answered for it. Police identified the vehicle as likely a 1995 to 1998 Ford Windstar, maroon, dark red. They released the footage. They asked for tips. Tips came in. None of them led anywhere. The case went cold. And then, 10 years later, the Aurora Police Department did something almost nobody had ever seen before. They launched a podcast, 5 episodes, a true crime series produced by the police department itself, called The White Whale, the Chelsea Yasser Story. The DNA collected from under Chelsea's fingernails in 2016. That DNA couldn't be matched to anyone, but the science has changed. Investigative genetic genealogy, the same technique that identified the Golden State Killer, after 40 years, can now trace a DNA sample through family trees and public databases. And somewhere out there, the man who drove that maroon van is still living his life. Maybe he thinks enough time has passed. Maybe he thinks the cameras were too old to matter. Maybe he thinks nobody is still looking. He's wrong. Chelsea's father, Jack, agreed to be part of the podcast. It wasn't easy. I had to restart therapy recently because it is a trigger in my life. I would love to get some closure. It's a lot, but I owe it to my daughter. 10 years of not knowing. If you know anything about a maroon Ford Windstar minivan in Aurora, Colorado, on the night of May 15th, 2016, contact Detective Tom Welton at 303-739-6107 or Metro Denver Crime Stoppers anonymously at 720-913-7867. A reward is available. A family has been waiting 10 years. The murder was on camera. The DNA is in a lab. the podcast launched. This week, and the killer is still free. Someone watching this video might recognize that van. That is not a small thing. That is how cold cases get solved. We are a small channel. Every subscriber matters. Every person who shares this video gives Chelsea's story one more chance. Subscribe to Rulik Enigmas. And turn on the bell. Say her name, Chelsea Yasser. She deserved better, and so does her father.